it's Rachel, and today I'm going to be filming for you guys an unhaul video. This is number 2. I did one in the past. I will link it down below. It is one of my earlier videos, so I may be a little bit awkward in it, but I have been going through my bookshelves here in the past couple of weeks, and I've just been looking at all the books that I don't think I'm ever gonna read or reread or anything like that. And I've been getting all these new books that I have extreme interest in, and I just don't have room to put them on my bookshelf. So I've gone through and just kind of picked the books that I don't think that I'm going to ever get to. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be showing you guys today. I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm not going to be doing a giveaway on any of these books, mostly because the shipping would be outrageous on them, and I think it'd be better just go ahead and to sell them. So that's what I'm going to do. Although there are 3 books here that I am giving to a very good friend of mine. So yeah, so I'll just go ahead and show you guys the books now. So the first 3 books that I'm going to be getting rid of more than likely is going to be the Star-Crossed trilogy by Josephine Angelini. I kind of went through a stage where I wanted to get anything that had to do with like mythology and witches and all that kind of stuff, and I got the entire trilogy from Book Outlet, and I just really don't think I'm ever going to get to them. I don't know if any of you guys have read them and you just absolutely love them and just think that I should keep them, let me know. But as of right now, there's just no desire for me to keep these books because I haven't had the urge at any point to pick them up. The next 2 books are going to be Incarnate and Ascender, both by Jodi Meadows. I got these both from Book Outlets as well. You will see that that is a theme with generally all the books in my unhaul, is the fact that I got them from Book Outlet when they were ridiculously cheap, and I had a smidgen of interest in them, so I picked them up, and that's what I did with these 2. It's cool. A lot of Book Outlet's books are first editions, so both of these books are first editions, and I don't know if any of you guys are like fans of first editions, but it's the first print of the books, and I love first editions, and these are 2 first edition books. I'm in love with the covers, but I just haven't had any kind of urge to read them. Although the 3rd book came out and people are really liking it. I know that Cassidy from Cassidy Von Shea really liked them. So I may keep these. I'm not 100% sure yet, but as of right now I have de-shelved them. The next book I got from a library book sale, and that's going to be Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver. I got it because, I don't know, it was like 50 cents, and so I was like, why not? I have heard really terrible reviews of this book, so I have no urge to read this book whatsoever because I've heard really awful things about it. So I am definitely going to be getting rid of this one. Next is going to be Revolution 19 by Greg Rosenblum. I have not heard, I don't think, anybody talking about this one, but this is also a first edition, and so I kind of hate getting rid of first editions, but this one actually seems pretty interesting, but I just haven't really had any desire to read it, so this is another one that I may keep. I'm not 100% sure yet. And the next is going to be Slide by Jill Hathaway, another book where I think I've heard good stuff about this one. I just haven't really had any urge to read this one as well. And of course, another first edition. I don't know, I'm on a roll with these first edition books, but this one, I think she can slide into serial killers' thoughts, something like that. I don't know, I just really don't feel like reading it. The next one is going to be Parallel by Lauren Miller. I don't know that I've heard anybody talk about this, to be honest with you guys, and I don't really have any desire to read this one either. I don't really even know what it's about. This is another first edition, and it's blurbed by quite a few popular authors like Melissa De La Cruz, Jennifer E. Smith, and Huntley Fitzpatrick, but I just I don't think this is something that I'm really interested in reading, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. The next 3 are 3 that I'm giving away to a very good friend of mine, and that's going to be The Well of Ascension and Mistborn, or The Well of Ascension and The Final Empire, both by Brandon Sanderson, and also The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. I own all of the UK editions of these books. If these look familiar, it's because they were for a giveaway that I hosted, and I was kind of late in sending her the books, and I felt really awful about it, so I went ahead and went on Amazon. I just bought her the entire box set trilogy because I felt so terrible because it had been like 3 weeks and I hadn't sent them to her. So I went ahead and sent them to her in a beautiful American paperback US edition box set, and she has gotten them and she loves them. But I felt so awful, so I went ahead and did that. So I ended up with these two copies, and I was like, well, I'll go ahead and give these to a really good friend of mine. So there's these two, and of course The Way of King by Brandon and Sanderson. This is a hunk of a book. I own the huge UK edition of the book, so I decided to go ahead and get rid of this one. These 3 books are going to be going to Adriana from Perpetual Pages, and I cannot wait to send them to her. I am putting together a little box package for her, and I hope she really likes them, and I also hope that she doesn't own these books yet, because I'm very excited to give these to her. The next book is going to be City of Dark Magic by Magnus Flight. I for some reason, like I said, I was going through a witches kind of stage, and I think this has witches in it. No witches. Nope, this is some kind of a fantasy book, but I was really interested in reading it, and then one day I was just like, I don't know, I haven't had any urge to read it, and I feel really bad because I was actually really excited about this book, but I don't think I'm going to get to it anytime soon, so I'm going to go ahead and give it to someone who I feel like might enjoy it more. It does have a pretty Banff map inside of it. But the next is going to be The Pornographer, and this is by John McGarren. This is a Penguin edition book, and it's a really pretty cover. It's got a blurb on the back of it by John Updike. And I know he's a very popular author. I actually really like the cover for this book. It's just very simple beige colors, and it's a bed on there, which is of course so fitting for the cover, for the name called The Pornographer. I did get this from Book Outlet. It's very short. I am still up in the air about getting rid of this book or not. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I'm thinking this is the type of book that I want to read, where I want to review it, because I've never heard anybody talk about this book, so I may keep this one, but as of right now, I'm going to go ahead and de-shelve it because I don't have any urge right now to read it. The next 3 books are going to be in another trilogy, and that's going to be the Crash trilogy by Nicole Williams. It's going to be Crash, Clash, and Crush. I don't know why I got these. I am not really a fan of contemporary books. This is not my it's not my cup of tea, and I went ahead and got these because I thought that they would be a very quick reads for me, but I just don't have any desire to read them, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the trilogy. Next is going to be Texas Gothic by Rosemary Clement Moore. This is another book that when I was in the stage of buying all kinds of witch books, I went ahead and picked this one up. Again, I don't really have any desire to read this book. I haven't really heard anybody talk about this book. I think maybe Benjamin of Tones has talked about this book. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't really have any desire to read it, so I'm going to go ahead and sell it. Next is going to be Breathe by Sarah Crossan, another book where I'm just like not really super duper interested. I just haven't really had any desire to read this book, so I'm going to go ahead and sell it because I'd rather somebody read it than me just leaving it there for nothing. Next is going to be What's Left of Me by Kat Zhang, another book where I'm just kind of like meh about reading. I think that this is a duology actually. I'm actually thinking about maybe keeping this one because I've heard really good things about it. I'm just I haven't really had the urge to read this one, and like I said, I'm trying to free up some space on my bookshelves, so I may read this one. I'm not 100% sure yet, but as of right now, I did go ahead and de-shelve it. And then finally is going to be a set of books, and that's going to be the Lockdown series. There's actually 5 books, but I only have 4 of them. There's going to be Lockdown, Escape from the Furnace, Solitary, Escape from the Furnace, Death Sentence, Escape from the Furnace, and Fugitives, Escape from the Furnace. So I guess it's the Escape from the Furnace series. Yeah, I have all of these books. I think Stephanie from @@ Walker has read these books, and she says she really likes them, but like I said, I haven't really had any urge to read them. They're very, very short, but they're taking up so much room on my bookshelves, and I haven't read them, so I decided to go ahead and take them off. So I'll probably be getting rid of these. But yeah, those are all the books that I'm planning on getting rid of. I'm going to go through more books and probably do a more de-shelving of books, because I want to make more room on my bookshelf, some more of the pretty books that I do plan on reading. But yeah, like I said, if there are any books on here that you guys think that I should just absolutely 100% keep, please let me know, because I don't want to be getting rid of any kind of gems. But other than that, thank you guys so much for commenting, liking, subscribing, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!